Welcome to TTV News with some latest event in Tay Ninh Province. The audience, the May 2022 meeting of Tay Ninh Provincial People's Committee has unanimously approved the important contents submitted by the Department of Industry and Trade, many of which are related to the province's constructions and socio-economic development.
The projects submitted to the meeting are of great significance, creating a driving force for the province's socio-economic development. Accordingly, Tay Ninh will build high-tech agriculture by areas which are oriented in the next time to build 17 high-tech agricultural areas. In addition to groups of solutions under the scheme, Chairman of Tay Ninh Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc assigned the agriculture sector to rearrange the concepts of the area according to Decision 575 of the Prime Minister, approving the master plan of high-tech agricultural zones and areas up to 2020 with a vision to 2030. The Provincial People's Committee also assigns Tay Ninh Department of Agriculture and Rural Development to have a plan to implement to the subjects after the scheme is approved. For the project, raising public awareness and community-based disaster risk management to 2030, in addition to the basis according to the regulations of the central government. Mr. Ngọc asked the department to closely follow the actual situation in the locality, pay attention to the targets striving to be completed by 2025, concretize the implementation responsibilities of each component of the units and localities. Regarding the construction materials development plan of Tay Ninh Province in the period 2022-2025 and orientation to 2030, plan to implement solutions to promote the use of ash/gypsum as raw materials for the production of building materials and construction works. Mr. Ngọc said that the plan is very important to stabilize the market and meet the general development needs of the locality in each period. It's necessary to determine the needs of the province up to 2025. The Provincial People's Committee assigned the Department of Natural Resources and Environment to coordinate with other sectors to develop the Gantt chart, assigned the Department of Construction to review the current land and sand exploitation plan in the direction of prioritizing mines close to the current public investment works of the province. The construction industry must provide clear instructions on the elements of ash/gypsum to avoid deformation, the use of ash and slag from polluting the environment. Regulations and supervision procedures must be strict. As for the detailed project on the construction of the logistics center, ICD Inland Port and Tay Ninh General Port in Hưng Thuận Commune trong Bang Town, port planning will create a driving force for the development of many services, creating a rate effect on Trang Bang Town. So, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee directed the town to make great efforts with high responsibility, promote propaganda, and mobilize people in the area where the project is located, understands, shares, and agrees in the spirit of common interest associated with the people's interest.
On May 17, the Cultural Social Board of Tay Ninh Provincial People's Council conducted a monitoring session on the situation and operation results of the grassroots health system in the province. Deputy Head of the Board Nguyễn Việt Cường chaired the session.
According to the report of the Department of Health, the province has 94 commune health stations, of which 100% of communes meet the national criteria for communal health. In recent years, the health sector of the Tay Ninh Province has received a lot of attention from all levels and sectors. It has basically achieved positive results. The quality of medical examination, treatment, and prevention has been significantly improved. Preventive medicine is always proactively implemented and firmly prevent diseases from spreading in the community. The maternal and child health care as well as family planning has achieved encouraging results. However, the human resource of the grassroots health system is still lacking, so it isn't enough to arrange for commune health care. The current financial mechanism isn't attractive enough to encourage doctors at health stations to create brands and develop revenue from medical services. To solve the mentioned issues, the health sector will gradually survey and rearrange equipment to suit the needs and human resource conditions of district and communal health facilities to improve the efficiency of youth investment and procurement of equipment, continue to follow the training plan to develop health human resources in the 2021-2025 period. Mr. Nguyễn Việt Cường, Deputy Head of the Cultural Social Board of the Provincial People's Council, proposed the Department of Health to continue to promote the roles and responsibilities of the sector, urgently implement health programs under the direction of the Prime Minister, the Provincial Party Committee and People's Committee, proactively coordinate with other sectors to promptly advise the Provincial People's Committee to remove current difficulties in terms of financial mechanisms and policies. The health sector also needs to better perform healthcare for the people in the new situation, so that they actively participate in local medical examination and treatment activities, especially propaganda work, survey the arrangement of functional rooms and equipment suitable to the situation of each locality, have an appropriate treatment of medical waste, and promote socialization in healthcare. For years, the Party Committee of Tay Ninh City has paid attention to the development of party organizations and party members in private enterprises to strengthen the party's leadership in enterprises to meet the requirements of the period of accelerating industrialization, modernization, and international integration. Ms. Nguyễn Thị Hồng Loan, Standing Deputy Secretary of the Party Committee, Chairwoman of the People's Council of Tay Ninh City, said that the work of creating sources for party development in the city in general and in the state enterprises in particular has been led and directed by the city's Standing Party Committee to ensure the set targets and plans. Ms. Loan said, in order to better perform the task of creating sources of party development in non-state enterprises in the coming time, the city's Standing Party Committee will continue to lead and direct the grassroots party committees, authorities, and social political organizations to continue to improve the efficiency and quality of campaigning, persuading, and propagandizing business owners to get their support in establishing mass organizations and developing union members, association members, and party members in enterprises. Besides, social political organizations will also be directed to pay attention to the implementation of Project Number 8 of the Provincial Standing Party Committee on gathering and uniting workers in the province in the period of 2020-2025, and organize annual meeting to encourage embrace enterprises for well-performing party building work.
Turn to other news. Tay Ninh Farmers Union coordinated with the City Farmers Union to organize the disbursement for the projects producing safe vegetable according to VietGAP standards on May 17 at Ninh Thạnh World, Tay Ninh City. Chairman of Tay Ninh Farmers Union Trần Văn Hận attended the event.
70 members of the Farmers Union will disburse 25 to 30 million Vietnam dong per household from the Central Farmer Support Fund, with a total amount of 500 million Vietnam dong to implement the project. The loan period is 24 months with an interest rate of 0.7% per month. Timely disbursement of the Farmer Support Fund at all levels has helped local farmers have more capital to boldly invest, expand the scale of cultivation, husbandry, and production, contributing to increasing income, creating jobs, and developing family economy. Earlier on the same day, the Provincial Farmers Union handed over 500 million Vietnam dong from the Central Farmer Support Fund to Tân Biên District Farmers Union to provide loans to 20 members in Mekong Commune so that they can implement the project raising breeding cows. Each member can borrow 25 million Vietnam dong per household for a period of 36 months and an interest rate of 0.7% per month. Since 2018, the credit program for social housing loans under Decree number 100 of the government has been deployed in Tay Ninh province. The program has helped many low-income people have the opportunity to access preferential loans to build safe houses, contributing to ensure social security. To effectively implement the program, for years the Bank for Social Policies Tay Ninh branch has coordinated with social political organizations to strengthen propaganda and dissemination of documents and guidelines of the Vietnam Bank for Social Policies to help people understand and borrow capital. The bank also organized training courses on the procedures for communes, wards, towns, and mass organizations, providing trust services, savings and loan groups, etc. By the end of April 2022, the Bank for Social Policies Tay Ninh branch provided loans of nearly 43 billion Vietnam dong to 131 customers. The branch is currently continuing to implement credit programs according to Resolution number 11 dated January 30, 2022 of the government. On the Social Economic Recovery and Development Program, including the Social Housing Program, worth a capital of 64 billion Vietnam dong allocated by the central government.
The audience, fertilizers is an essential commodity for production. Buying the fake and poor quality fertilizers, it means that crop was completely lost. So how many farmers in Tay Ninh province have mistakenly bought fake and poor quality fertilizers? Joining us on the following report to learn more about these issues.
The answer is that there is no specific number. However, the effort and money buried in the ground without anything to harvest, making farmers in trouble, is very easy to see. Pesticide, matches and fertilizers have almost doubled compared to before, while the selling price of the product is not much. Currently, a grower goes on 5,000 square meters of land, harvests 400 to 500 kilograms per day, but traders only buy at a price of 2,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram. Now the purchase price has increased to 3,000 Vietnam dong per kilogram. The monthly income is only 10 million Vietnam dong, enough money to pay for fertilizers. That isn't including family wages. Suffering from rising fertilizer costs is one thing. Fake and poor quality fertilizer like another blow that makes many farmers more miserable. If poor quality fertilizer is used, the tree won't bear fruit, or the fruit won't be large, because it has already precipitated in the ground. It doesn't mix with the soil. The plant has no nutrition. It turns the soils into sea salt that stick to the ground. It will solidify, causing damage to farmers. Only in the first quarter of 2022, the inspector of the Ninh Department of Agriculture and Rural Development discovered 11 samples of fake fertilizer, 11 samples of poor quality. 10 cases of administrative violations were sanctioned, with a total amount of more than 93 million Vietnam dong, and 3 cases of administrative violations were transferred to the Provincial People's Committee for a fine of more than 289 million Vietnam dong. It's difficult to believe that the companies or production facilities don't know the extent of the damage that farmers suffer. It's the high profits from the fake and poor quality goods that many people automatically give themselves the right to violate business ethics. The person with the most to lose is the farmers. The Department of Industry and Trade has coordinated with other departments to advise the Provincial People's Committee on a written directive to control the situation, coordinate with relevant sectors to provide information documents so that when there is a commercial dispute, the department will intervene and report it to the Ministry of Industry and Trade. Trading in fake fertilizers can be administratively sanctioned or prosecuted for criminal liability depending on its violation. However, it still can't be prevented. Each year, fake and poor quality fertilizers are still lazily with farmers go to the fields. Lack of information, unable to distinguish poor quality goods, fake goods with naked eyes. So farmers just like to taking a hostage to buying fertilizer.
That's all for today TTV News. Thanks for watching and see you next time.